With the telecom space, in fact, the countdown to the largest ever spectrum auctions have begun, with the DOT now conducting a two-day mock auction. Reema is standing by with a quick look at what's up for grabs and the expectations. Reema.
Thanks so much for that. Yes, the countdown to the auctions have begun. The mock auctions will be held over today as well as tomorrow, while the actual auctions will begin on Saturday. That's the 1st of October. And 7 telecom operators will be participating in this auction. And this, we know, is by the earnest money deposits which have been made by the company. The total amount which has been deposited is about 14,653 crore rupees by 7 operators. But it's Jio which has captured a very large portion at 44% of the total. So of that 14,500 crores, you can see Jio has paid about 6,500 crore rupees, followed by Vodafone, then an Idea, as well as a Bharti. How does an EMD or an earnest money deposit work? Now, a company can basically bid up to 10 times the amount that they've paid as earnest money, which means that the government can, on the whole, target about 1.5 lakh crore rupees. But brokerage expectations for the amount the government can rake in actually are much lower. So we've done a quick, run through of what IDFC, Kotak, as well as these brokerages are expecting. IDFC is at 76,000 crore rupees. Kotak is given a very wide range from 45,500 crore rupees all the way to the 90,000 mark. Morgan Stanley, Phillip Capital too are at the lower end of the range. A couple of key things that we're going to watch out very closely. Bidding this time is expected to be rational given the quantity of spectrum which is up for grabs, and secondly, there is also no renewal spectrum. So these two reasons are likely to keep the bid prices in check. Secondly, these auctions are seen more critical for Idea as well as Vodafone, because remember, Bharti as well as Jio, the other two big players, they already have a fairly significant amount of spectrum which they can use for 4G or data, which is where the market is going to be fought. So this is critical for Vodafone and Idea. The government wants to raise 5.66 lakh crore rupees, but that's the amount which is the total spectrum, supply of spectrum multiplied by the reserve price, but the street is not expecting that amount. 700 megahertz is likely to see a limited success considering how steep the price is. The reserve price for the 700 megahertz is 4 times that of 1800 megahertz, and going by the earnest money deposit, the street says the only one who could possibly bid is going to be a Jio. Auctions could further strain the balance sheet of the telecom operators, so that always is a risk. And lastly, analysts aren't expecting the auctions to go on for many days. Remember, the last auctions went on for 19 days and there were over 100 rounds of bidding. This time it could be short because bidding itself is expected to be a bit rational. Back to you.
All right, Reema, thanks very much for that.